Hey guys, it's Krista again with Cubicle Blindness, and I thought I'd talk to you a little bit today about my 2011 goals for my reading goals. So since this channel is mostly just young adult teen books that I talk about, I'm not going to talk about all the books that I've chosen. I'm just going to focus on those. But my 2011 goal has gone up. I've decided I'm going to read 100 books this year. But not only 100 books, I have decided that I am going to challenge myself even further. 50 of the books are going to be off of a list called 1001 Books to Read Before You Die. And I have, over the past 6 months or so, every time I go shopping or I'm looking at books, I have been buying books off of this list. So I have set aside what books I'm going to be reading off of that list for the upcoming year. So I'm going to read 50 books off of that list, and I'm going to read 50 of the books that I just want to read. I call them my brain candy books. These are books that help my brain, you know, relax at the end of the day and have a little bit of fun and interesting, and it's my vampires and my werewolves and all my fun stuff. Not to say that that 1001 list has all really hard books, but they are mostly classics and literature and stuff that's just not so fun to read sometimes, but I really want to say that I've read them. Okay, so I have also decided to do the alphabet challenge, A through Z challenge, along with all of that. So I have picked out books that I have chosen for my A to Z challenge. These are all teen, young adult books that I've picked out. I haven't decided if I'm going to do an A to Z challenge as well with my other books, because those were kind of already put aside and bought before I decided to do the A to Z challenge. So, if you guys don't know, the A to Z challenge is where you try to read a book with either the title or the author's name, or sometimes the main character's name of the book, that goes through the alphabet, A through Z. So I wanted to show you guys what I have picked. I don't know if I will read them in the alphabetical order I have picked, but it would be fun to try. But also, if, you know, I'm really not getting into a book and I'm not liking it, I may put it aside and either choose a different book to read for that letter, or, you know, just slowly make my way through that one, and it may take, you know, longer than the other one. So it may get all gooped up after a while, but for the month of December, besides any books that I'm going to read for review or whatever other books that I get, my goal is to read Project 17, Shiver, Solstice, Winter Girls, and Matched by Ali Condi. And then I'm hoping that maybe if I have enough time off of work to also make it through City of Bones. But I don't know if I will make it through that one, because that's a lot of books. Plus, I don't know what books I may be getting to review and how long I'll have to read those. So that's my goal to read for the rest of this year, for the month of December. So the books I have set aside to begin reading for my A to Z challenge in 2011. And I'm giving you guys this list in case of, if you want to follow along with me, if you want to read with me, if you, at some time during the next year, if you are interested in reading one of these books, we can maybe do like 2 weeks of connecting, you know. We'll read the book at the same time. We could have like a little book club or something going on for a week or two, and we could all read the same book and discuss it. You know, and you know, if you guys are reading something I'm interested in, I think, you know, I'd pick it up too and read what you guys are reading. So anyway, the first book I picked was Looking for Alaska, Betwixt, Crank, Dangerous Angels, and for E, this is the author's name. It's After by Emmy Effoff for E. Freefall, Generation Dead, White Cat, and that's for Holly Black. Immortal, The Hollow by Jessica Verde. Other by Karen Kinsey. Lux by Anna Godberson. Revealers by Amanda Marone. Night Runner by Max Turner. The Otherworldlies. Possessions. Infinite Days by Rebecca Maisel. The Year I Turned 16. Bermuda's Triangle. Uglies. The Vampire's Assistant bind-up. Nancy Werland's Impossible. Meg Cabot's Jinx. This is the only X I could get. Oh, and if you noticed, I didn't do a Q because I couldn't find one, but I'll find one. Monstrumologist is by Rick Yancey. And then Prophecy of the Sisters by Michelle Zink. So those are my 26 that I intend over, that I know for sure that I'm reading in 2011 to fill my alphabet goal. So I still have, you know, another, I don't know, 30 or whatever, yeah, 25, I don't know, 24 to read as Brain Candy. That will just be whatever I want to read. So anyway, it's kind of nice sometimes to set aside books that you want to read. When you have a huge collection of books, it does get overwhelming sometimes. So making goals for yourself and planning out, these are books that I really want to read, and I'm going to set them aside. You know what you're going to read next. You have a limited selection. So, you know, I'm going to get through these books, so I might as well just pick one up and give it a try. And if you guys, you know, reading should be fun. If you're not enjoying a book, don't force yourself to finish it. You know, reading is a fun pastime. It should be enjoyable. So just, you know, don't force yourself if you really just aren't getting into something. So, but anyway, I guess that's it for today. Be interested to see what goals you guys have set for the next year. If you guys have books that you know you really want to get to and are on your best list, that, you know, your want list. So anyway, I guess that's enough for videos for today. And happy reading.